Okay. My favorite part of holidays is always the early of the morning during festive seasons. Because that's always we have a family gathering in Hari Raya and so on. So we have family gathering and we have family photos and so on. So that's the best thing in holiday session that I think. Over to you.
Yeah, that's nice to hear. Okay, let's move to the next person, and the next guest probably, let me check. Saraswati, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, okay. Do you want to share what is your favorite part of holidays?
My favorite part of the holiday is late mornings. I get to wake up late, take things easy, go slow with my day. That's my favorite part of the holiday.
All right, that's nice to hear. Okay, let's move to the next person, next guest. Carmen Tan, are you there? Hello, Carmen Tan, are you there? All right, I think she might be busy. Okay, let's go to the physical session. And anyone want to talk about their favorite holidays? Favorite part of holiday? Yeah, Yongchun, yes, you can try. Yeah, sure.
Hello everyone. I actually do not have a preference of which part is my favorite, as long as I go to the trip together with my family. But I do have a dream of place that I want to visit, which is Switzerland. I'm a natural person. I like to see those mountains. I like to go hiking. So whenever I see the mountains, I will feel like I'm very powerless. So I will start grateful for what I'm having. So is this by hook or by crook? After I retire or before I retire, I must visit Switzerland. Thank you.
And Tyler, do you want to try? What's your favorite part of holiday? Part of holiday.
Yes, children. I think my favorite part of the holiday is whenever I got the opportunity to go and try out a lot of new foods, especially my favorite foods. Because personally I'm actually a foodie, so my holidays will definitely won't be separated from food hunting. So any one of you say like you want to go for food hunting, you can always look for me. So that's something that I would like to share about my favorite parts of my holidays. That's all.
Alright. So that was a great breaking session. So not waste any more time. Let's put our hands together and welcome our club president, Lee Yang.
Thank you very much to our Sergeant at Arms for today, Toastmasters today. Merry Christmas to all the team members and guests attending our meeting today. We have Carmen, we have Wei, we have Saraswati, and visiting Toastmasters today we have Dynamic Leadership 5, Ari. We have Distinguished Toastmaster Karamesh. We have Innovative Planning Tool Sujay from Satu Hati Club Toastmasters International. A very warm welcome to all of you today to celebrate Christmas together. Christmas is the most joyful festival happening at the end of every year. Apart from the Christmas holiday, school holiday, working adults are also trying to clear leave at the end of the year, making this Christmas a very good time for holiday and also a very good bonding time for friends and families. It is almost like a ritual to exchange gifts during Christmas. No matter you are celebrating Christmas or not, you always see people are giving and receiving gifts during this special season. And there are a lot of stories and myths about why exchanging gifts became a crucial part of celebrating Christmas. And one of the stories that I feel touched is the story of the Saint Nicholas, who is a bishop who lived in the 4th century in the place where now we call Turkey. He is a very rich man, and because his parents died when he was young and left him a lot of money, he's also a very kind man, and he had a reputation of always helping the poor by giving secret gifts for the people who needed them. He has secretly helped a poor man who did not have enough dowry, did not have enough money to provide for the marriage. So he dropped a bag of gold down the chimney into a stocking that was hanged by the fire to dry. So with that, the daughters, they are able to be married. So this explains why traditionally during Christmas, people, they are hanging their stocking near the fire, hoping that Santa Claus will drop something that they needed the most. Giving is a noble act that we can give to the people around us, while receiving is also very important, where we offer an opportunity for people to give. So today I would like to invite everyone here to think about who are the person who has helped you during the most difficult time in your life. Perhaps your parents, your sisters, your brothers, or your friends. How do you feel after the difficult problem has been resolved with the help of someone? Did you feel relief? Did you feel joy and happy? If yes, I hope everyone here you will take the opportunity of this holiday season to connect to your friends and family to discover what help you can offer to them. And at the same time, don't forget to also discover what are the advice or gift or help that you can also receive from them. It's very important that we know to give, we must also know to receive. With that, I hope everyone here, you can be the Santa Claus or someone during this Christmas season to lighten someone's life during this special season. With that, I shall now call the meeting to order by handing the control to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmasters today.
So Merry Christmas in advance, and good evening, fellow Toastmaster and dear guests on online and live. So before that, I would like to before we continue the meeting. So we have 4 house rules. So I would like to invite you to put your phone in silent mode, and also to mute your microphone and not speaking. And for the phone is, we also would like to invite you to pin the timer when you speak. But high speaker, please speak without a microphone. Okay. So, for the PSE and C, it's my responsibility to review of our Toastmaster story. So our Toastmaster founder is, who is our founder? But there's no answer there. So our founder, Francis Mary. So our founder actually is the education director of a YMCA. So we saw the need that the young man need to learn how to speak, how to conduct a meeting, how to plan a program, and also work on community. So this is the how we come the idea to start the organization, which is Toastmaster. So the first meeting was conducted at the YMCA building basement on 1924 November 22nd. Alright. It's no answer also here. So it's, yes, I'm right. So for current our Toastmaster is most of the effort and patient after now we have total about 220 members worldwide. It's around 50,000 staff in total 100 countries. which a lot. That means you have a lot of friends, Toastmaster friends, in different countries. Maybe this Kota is under LLC, usually I pass down from an area to five area from the divisions. So few divisions are from the district. So we are from district 102 Malaysia. You are so good. Hey, I just want to read out the Toastmaster. 1, 3.
Communication and leadership skills within her author confidence and personal growth.
Wait, I don't remember which one. Next. Toastmaster. Toastmaster we have 11 cafe. 11 cafe. Can you hear me? Online. 11 cafe. So we want to spend the time to join some Toastmaster to attend the meeting after work. Actually, for me, my personal experience, I am very shy. I don't know how to present myself before I join the Toastmaster. I never think I had a chance to come and see like today. Everyone who were very scared because I even cannot do the full English sentence during the topic session. Now I can read the topic session. So you can see how good this platform, the Toastmaster is very supportive platform for us to learn our communication skill and so on. So this is the benefit for Toastmaster. I believe all of you have to join the Toastmaster. And wow, it was KPTC. KPTC will happen on 5 November. That KPTC is special. What made it so special? Because it's a two language. So you can either choose to speak in Mandarin, Dongwen, or English, or even try to speak in Mandarin. But it's not because most people can understand. But it's okay, man. So KPTC was applied on by and it is the first language in the Klang Bilingual. So our vision is to speak. That means the vision is not so in our video. We learn to speak English. So usually you can either choose the topic in Mandarin or English, and also this is the best benefit is you can learn two language. So we shall move to the next, which is our current member. So you can see the blue color is a speech. So you can see we quite balanced the level 1 to level 5 also for members. And move on to next slide. Now today, usually the Toastmaster meeting have 3 main parts. One is the first part is the introductory speech. I really encourage everyone to get the chance to speak in this. So this can help you to very practice. And the second session is a written speech. And the third one is the evaluation session. So this is also an amazing part of Toastmaster, which you can immediately get the feedback and review after your speech. Not like company, you need to do a quarterly or annually review. This is the best part of the one of the best part of the Toastmaster. Let me invite a important role player, who is our general evaluator, Toastmaster Ari, dynamic leadership level 5 from Kuantan Toastmaster Club. Let's put your hand together to welcome our general evaluator.
Hello, thank you to Toastmaster Devini. IP to Suji. So the role of general evaluator is to evaluate and see the performance of the club. And at the end of the day, I will present my report on overall performance and room of improvement for Klang Bilingual Toastmasters Club. So over to you, Toastmaster of the evening. Thank you.
Thank you. I will summarize because that we have some change, we have one change just in our agenda, which we speaker one, evaluator will change to our distinguished Toastmaster. Yes. Now, our general evaluator is not alone. He got a team for him. So next, welcome our grammarian, Toastmaster Nicola Tips to explain his role.
Thank you. Okay, as a grammarian, it's my responsibility to pay a close attention to all speakers, listen carefully to their language usage. I'll take note of any improper languages, as well as outstanding words, quotes, saying, or thoughts. As a grammarian, it's also my duty to introduce the words of the day. The word of the day for today's meeting is holiday. The word holiday can be referred as nouns or as verbs. For example, Christmas is a public holiday celebrated in most countries around the world. So this is an example of a noun which defines holiday as a festive day or non-working day. Whereas for verbs, the example would be, I have a chance to spend a holiday in Genting Highland during my business trip in Malaysia. So the word holiday in this sentence refers to the actions to take break or time off from a routine. So each speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day as frequent as possible throughout the meeting. I will count how frequent the word being used, and I shall present my report and the usage of the word of the day at the end of this meeting. Right? Thank you.
Thank you, our grammarian. Now, we shall invite our uncounted Toastmaster with me to explain the role. Good evening, everyone. The purpose of our counter is to note unnecessary words and sounds that are used as a part of pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen and count for words or phrases that may be used inappropriately or unnecessarily, such as and, well, but, so, well, you know. And all these the sound might also include and so on. I will also note when the speaker repeats a word or phrase, such as I, or this means, and so on. So at the end of the meeting, I will report the R counter used by the speakers and members. Thank you. Thanks. So who is the one who brought our meeting times so to avoid our meeting breaking? So let's welcome our timer Toastmaster Azri Farhan.
Hello, good evening, everyone. My name is Farhan, and I'm working as a timer for today. So as a timer, I will monitor and keep track of the time throughout the meeting. I will time the table topic speaker, formal speeches, and also the evaluation. I will also alert each speaker of the time they have left using the green, yellow, and also red card. Okay, for currently already yellow, yeah. Okay, hence, fellow member and guests, you are urged to deliver your speech within the stipulated time frame, and then I shall give my report at the end of the meeting. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you. So now over meeting. So that now have a Toastmaster, Toastmaster Yarusan. Our hands. Everyone encourage each one everyone.
Hello, good evening, all my fellow Toastmasters. Now we are entering to the most exciting and interesting sessions during this meeting is people topic session. Have you ever wondered why Toastmaster International put so much effort, so much emphasis on people topic sessions? The purpose of people topic is to improve your impromptu speaking skill. Okay, meaning to say that your ability to deliver the speech without much preparation is like an instant noodles. You have to deliver the speech instantly and with a very concise and structured manner. Okay, how this skill can benefit in our life with this impromptu, with mastering the impromptu speaking skill, right? You will feel very comfortable in most of the conversation. And you will also feel very confident when you are under the spotlight, where everyone looking at your face, or you are dealing with a difficult situation like maybe today during the meeting, your boss just throw a question to you. I look. Do you think that you deserve a promotion based on your based on your current performance? This kind of questions. So this is why we say your speaking skill is so important. Okay. And I want to talk a little bit about the group. The speech duration is about 1 to 2 minutes and 60 seconds. The timer will show you the green light, 90 seconds, 90-second yellow light, and 120 seconds is a red light. Okay, and you can share the screen. Okay, for today, people topics, discussion, the previous slide. So, the previous slide. So, I have prepared 6 questions that is related to the Christmas celebration, and I believe everyone is noticed that I'm carrying this one. So this is the Christmas stock. Inside this Christmas stock, there are actually 6 Christmas balls inside. So which each Christmas ball represents one number. So example, the physical participant need to come forward, and maybe you can just close your eye and circle. Okay, then this is the number that you want. Okay. And for the online attendance, I will help you to choose. Maybe Farhan, for example, want to participate. So I will help Farhan to choose, and Farhan will ask me to stop whenever he thinks that I need to stop. Okay. And just want to have a heads up. During your searching time, you might feel that it's not a fluffy thing, something that is very fluffy, but don't worry, definitely it's not a living thing. Okay, it's not that bad. Obviously, give the item inside the tree to enhance your texture feeling. Or maybe in the more direct way is kind of like make you girly a little bit. Okay. And yeah, before we proceed, I want to share some tips. The big Christmas ball represents a slightly challenging question. And the small one is actually represent like an easy question. So your decision is actually at your hand whether you want to go down with a challenge question or you want to have an easy question. Just to remind everyone that today is your last chance to participate in this table topic sessions before the end of the year 2022. So grab the change and trust me, it's definitely worth to take the chance. Okay, because the question is related to Christmas is all about joy and food. Okay. And yeah, so let's get started. So who wants to be the first one? Maybe Bia, lead by example. The small one, number 6. 6. The question is, okay, if you could one thing about Christmas celebration in Malaysia, what would it be? change one thing about Christmas celebration in Malaysia. All right. A very good evening to everyone. If I could change one thing about the Christmas celebration in Malaysia is I will have all the family members to gather together to communicate with each other. Because I found communication is lacking in current society, where everyone they have their phone. Throughout the days, everyone they spend most of their time in works. 8 hours, you are facing your colleagues. And some people, if they are not staying with their parents, they are working overseas or even other states, they don't really spend time to communicate with their family. So it's causing a lot of siblings and relationship with the parents is not very good. It is very important because life is short. If we always do not communicate, do not have a quality communications with the people around us, we do not know what will happen tomorrow. A lot of things that happen suddenly that no one can predict, and we can't foresee what will happen tomorrow. So if I could change one thing, I really hope that during this Christmas season, apart from eating, we want to ensure all the children and parents that have the quality time spent together to communicate, to understand each other in a deeper level. With that, thank you, back to you.
Okay, thank you. We want to stress the importance of communications and the importance of family. So now, who want to be the second volunteer from either physical or online? Or else I will choose. Wow, you're very red and dark red colors. Not see. Number 3, NG. What was your least favorite Christmas gift you have ever received?
Thank you, table topic master. A very good evening, everyone. Christmas is a celebration where in most country in the world that celebrates. And in Malaysia, the good part is it's a holiday for us. So it's a public holiday for us. It doesn't matter whether we celebrate or not. It's a holiday for us. So we get to enjoy the best part of Christmas, which is the holiday. We get to spend time with family and friends. So the question was asked, the least favorite gift that I have received as part of Christmas. For me, I would not consider any gift that been shared or exchanged as least favorite. For me, everything will be special. So whatever being received from anyone, no matter whether I need it or not, I will consider it as a special gift because I will cherish the thoughts, like what they say, the thoughts that counts. So it doesn't matter. And usually during Christmas, what happens is that we do gift exchange. So a lot of time when we do gift exchange, we are not sure the other party, whether it's going to be a male or female, or who are going to receive the gift. So it's based on what we need or what we can afford. So we are buying the gift. So I would really cherish the thought, and it's so nice to have that moment to exchange. And of course, if you're lucky, you'll get something that you have wished for. And a lot of time, you have to be grateful for what you have so far. So for me, I would really consider any gift is special, no matter from who I receive it, and I'll be grateful for the gift that I've received. Thank you so much.
Thank you very
everyone for Vanu for sharing her very mature perspective about the gift. And now proceed to the third volunteer. Who want to be the third? Oh, thank you for
So
and they are do you want to try? Oh, maybe they cannot hear us.
Table topic, is it?
Yeah, take a topic.
Yeah,
Yeah, can I try?
Okay.
Sorry?
Can I try?
just keep it long.
Oh, okay. I will help you to choose which number that you get, yeah. You need to say stop. Well, I
Stop.
keep searching the Christmas ball, you need to say stop.
Stop.
Okay. The big one,
Yes.
Number 2. Number 2 question is, if you could only celebrate Christmas with one person, who would it be and why?
One person, who would it be and why?
With one person only.
Okay. Okay, can I start? Sorry, can you all hear me?
Yes, you are very excited to know who will you spend on Christmas Day.
Christmas, right? Christmas, right?
Yes, Christmas. One person.
Okay, I can start whenever I'm ready, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So let me start. So hi everyone. So the person I would like to spend my Christmas with would be my girlfriend. Okay, so the reason why I say so is because right now I'm in a long distance relationship, and it's a very hard time for me to spend this day without spending it with her. Is because every time when I go to this kind of occasion, I will see couple around me. I will see people, they get together, they have the chance to get together. So whenever I go to this kind of gathering, that's the time I feel FOMO, fear of missing out. And the person that I can think of is always her. And that's why I choose her. So I can, to spend time with her at this special occasion. And another thing is also because this relationship is still new. So with this occasion, I believe it can help me to also build a better relationship with her, to get to know more with each other. And then it's a very good time for us to spend quality time together. And also the third thing is also when I get to spend time with her at this occasion, I can also get to know the people around her, who would her usually spend time with. So we can have like a big gathering together to know the person that is close to her, and also get to know her social circle, her family members as well at this special time. Sorry, I cannot see the timekeeper
Is
color.
yellow.
Okay, so that's the 3 reasons why. It's because the relationship is still new. I can get to spend time with her. I can also get to know her, and at the same time to strengthen this relationship. And lastly, to get to know the person around him that is close to her. And that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you Paul, for sharing with us his personal experience. Just advice for you, if you want to have some tips on how to manage long distance relationship, you can always look for me. I'm already in a long distance relationship for more than 10 years. And have faith with yourself, it will work out. The fourth volunteer want to try online? Carmen, would you want to try? Connection is not good, right?
Okay.
Yeah, okay, I will start searching here.
Okay.
Sorry?
Choose whatever number.
Oh, okay, then I choose the big one, number 1.
Oh, number 1.
Yeah, the biggest one.
I was thinking of that as well.
Okay, if you have the options to choose the costume of Santa Claus, what would you do?
If I were to change one,
If you have the options to choose the costume of Santa Claus, what would you do?
oh, for me, I feel that the costume that Santa Claus has is absolutely apt for him. But since you have asked me to change his costume, I would change it to almost what you are wearing, so that I will make you happy, and the people who are watching you will feel that, oh, Santa Claus is at Klang Bilingual Toastmasters Club, giving away gifts to all members who are here. So Santa Claus will be wearing exactly the same costume as you are, so that later on when you have gift exchange, you are going to be dishing out presents to everyone from the little socks that you have. For me, Christmas is just red and green. But today you are not in either red or green, but you're in white. And that depicts the snow that is associated with Christmas. I sincerely hope that we can have some snow here. Unfortunately, we live in a different hemisphere and we cannot have some snow. So we'll settle Santa Claus in the costume that you are wearing. Over to you, Table Topics Master.
Her creativity, and just for your information, there are artificial snow in a shopping mall right now. Okay, next one, the fifth volunteer who want to try? Who want to try? I spot crazy. Number 4. In your opinion, why Christmas color are in green and red? In your opinion, any opinions also can accept. For those of you who are wearing red today, why do you wear red? Are you in angry mode or happy mode? So red usually associated with happiness and not green. I see none of you are wearing green today, except Richard with a green mask. Whenever I think of green, right, I'll think of this jealousy, right? So yeah, that's what I think. So why does Christmas happiness, jealousy? I also don't know why. But how the center of Christmas is not about color. It's about what we do on that day itself. So what do you do during the Christmas holiday? I believe all of you schedule your holidays with your loved ones, especially your friends, your family. Gatherings are now you love to gather together like us here. Klang Bilingual Toastmasters Club, we even have gift exchange later on. That is what Christmas is all about. The colors bring us united, and the time bring us cherished together. And in this festive season, I believe that we spend our time more meaningful. When we meet up some of our friends who have long lost didn't connect, and we have some catch up to understand each other the day doing. And this is the best time to connect with the friends. And of course, color is not important. So just wear whatever you like during the outing. And most important thing is appreciate your friends around you. If you haven't met that person for a long time, just and catch up with them. And I believe that your friendship will also last a long time as you as well, especially no matter it's in a difficult time or a happy time. As the saying goes, we are not alone in this world. We need people around us to make us a better person and support others in our journey. That's you, Tara. Santa in our journey. Thank you very much to Inji for sharing her perspective about color. Actually, I did ask these questions to my son, and his answer is no. Christmas always associated with Christmas tree. So Christmas tree are in green color. So it is natural that Christmas are in red and green. This is his answer. Okay, now the last one would be number 5. Anyone from online want to participate? How about Hannah?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you very clearly. Now we left with the last 4 is number 5.
Oh no, okay.
Okay, if you have the option to pick number 5.
Eh?
No, not this one, sorry.
Okay.
Okay, if money was not an issue, what would you probably do during this year Christmas?
If money is not an issue.
Just imagine you suddenly win a lottery.
Okay. If money is not an issue and for this Christmas, what I will do is I will bring my entire family, including my parents, my siblings, my niece, nephew, uncle, and aunties to Switzerland to have a trip together. Because just 2 months ago, my grandpa was passed away, and then our whole family was actually in a quite sad ambience for these 2 months. So if there's possible, I would like to bring them out for some trips to to build to have a family gathering together, and then to create more memories together. Yes, that's all about it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Carmen. So please remember to take all KBTC members to visit Switzerland. Okay. So now it's come to the end of table topics sessions, and thank you everyone. I really enjoyed your talk, and please for all the participants, please feel proud of yourself because you take the courage to participate, and by doing this, you're actually one step closer of answer difficult questions from your boss and perhaps get the promotion. Thank you everyone, and back to Toastmaster of Learning.
Thank you to our host, Toastmaster, and all the speakers. I'd like to invite you all to take out your phone and start your seat so you can scan the code or see the number please. Right, I think everyone done. We take. Okay, I assume everyone is done. So now come evaluation section. So let's put our hands together to welcome our Temple Big Evaluator, Toastmaster title.
Hi, good evening, everyone, and thank you, Suche. I believe that table topics is actually one of the most challenging sections. I believe evaluation for me is also very challenging because I need to, wrap up everything, and then I'm going to give you my 2 cents, just my humble suggestion as well my humble observations. Well, let's start off with Toastmaster Li Yang. So I think you are a very confident and also a very good speakers. And I would say that the main thing I would like to give it to you is that I think when you were given a topic, you didn't directly jump into the topic. In fact, you actually took your own time to digest it first, understand the topic before you deliver, your speech to us. I think for that is I think something that's quite good because it will actually allow you to, prepare your speech better. And also, I think through your speech also you share with us the importance of spending more time with family. I think most of us are actually, let's say that we don't really stay with families. I think personally I can attest to that. I definitely, believe in what you say. And an area for improvement for you is that I think there was a point that suddenly you switch the tone too suddenly. So I think I missed that. I think there was one point that suddenly switch the tone to a flat tone. But I think perhaps you should actually, don't switch the tones too abruptly. So moving on, I think next I would like to Banu is the back. Sorry. So now I would like to comment on Toastmaster Banu. Yeah. I think for topic was what was your least Christmas gift that you ever received. I think the points to highlight for speech that I think you actually share with us your personal thoughts on how Christmas is actually holidays that where we can actually stay connected with our family members. And also I think throughout your speech you are actually very poised and also you have a very good body sectors. I think just one for is that I think you should actually make use of the stage. So because I can see that you just stay at one part of the stage. In fact, the stage could be quite big. You will make your speech much more animated if you apply that. So moving on, I think Toastmaster number 3 will be Toastmaster Li Hao. I think that's a very challenging topic. It's about who would you celebrate your Christmas with? Only one person. I mean congratulations. I think you really did exceptionally well. I think something about congratulations is that I think your story is actually very moving. I would say that because you actually share your personal story with us that about your long distance relationship. I think our Toastmaster Yongsan also add on to that. I hope you can take some advice from her as well, not just from me. Later on, yeah, you can actually approach Yongsan. And also, I think the main points that I would like to point out to you is that I think it's about the angulations of your camera. Yeah, I think it totally doesn't throw the eye contact out of the window because you need to keep the camera at least at the same eye level. But anyway, well done. So moving on to distinguished Toastmaster Paramesh. Well, I think there's nothing much for me to comment on. I think maybe it's just about the strength that I have identified. I think again you are very composed throughout your speech. Again, it shows that you're actually a very seasoned speaker. And also, I think in the second point of speech, I actually try to tie it back to our Malaysian battles because for Christmas, as most people believe, it's actually happening in a country with 4 seasons, is it? So I think you did tie that to our Malaysian battles and where you suggest our Santa Claus to actually, to somehow like wear the attires that all of us are wearing. So I think that's very creative points. I think now I move on to the fifth speaker, Toastmaster Peitri, my mentor. I think as always, you are a very excellent speaker. But anyway, I think I still have to comment. And I think your speech is exceptional because you started off by comparing and contrasting the different colors with green and red, how they bring up different emotions among us. And also to add on to that, you actually take the questions to your advantage because after justifying what's the difference between these two colors, so I actually followed by your view on the importance of celebrating Christmas. Pardon me, I think the points quite jumbled out too many points. And also lastly, perhaps again the same point that I would like to, the same advice that I would like to offer to the earlier speakers, which to make you on the stage, make your speech much more animated. All right, I think my last comment would be towards Carmen Tan. Carmen Tan, I think, well, again, one thing to highlight is that I think, again, you share with us your personal story. I think that's great because it allows us to, to have a deep bonding with you. But anyway, I think your speech was rather short. We really love hearing from you. I think you stopped at green. But anyway, I think well done. I believe that this may be the first time you are taking part in these table topics. I think that's all from me. Thank you so much.
Sorry, it is the time. So, 这个活动 from which side you are coming up? Sarah, could you take photo for us?
On
You'll see Richard.
wait,
Can we invite everyone here to take on your camera? And you can open the camera, please open. And Farhan, you can say 1, 2, 3 if you start to take picture.
I will take on the physical first, yeah. Okay, on the physical side. See the camera, please. Okay, 3, 2, pardon. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, hold on. One more time. 3, 2, 1. Okay, hold on. I will took from here. 3, 2, 1. Okay, for those online, please, if you're willing, please on your camera so that everyone on already. Okay. Okay, 3, Esther, connecting. It's okay. 3, 2, 1. Freestyle. 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Farhan. Thank you. Online.
Yeah, give you an event in this career, your contact and may want to.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, already. Yeah,
Ding, 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 ding.
Our speaker is they did in text that we correct, I think, according to this. It's good. Can you just check the audio one more time for the before speak before the I don't think I ask them does it ask intervals to respond to you?
Nicholas, can you hear me?
Is it clear?
Now?
Yes, I can hear you clearly right now. Earlier it's not that good, but now okay. I think you have to stand at right in front of this mic.
Test 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me?
Yes. This position is okay.
Welcome back all. There are a couple of prepared speech is wait for us. Let's not waste more time. I will be handing over the meeting to Toastmaster of the evening. Over to you.
Hi everyone. Now we will move on to our defense speech session. I invite our speaker, Richard, Toastmaster Richard, Visionary Communication Level 5. She is doing another pathway, which is Innovation Planning Level 1 Project 3. So before I invite him come to the stage, may I invite his evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster, okay. So let's put our hands together to welcome our Toastmaster Richard on the. So Richard, what is your Toastmaster? What is your Toastmaster?
Can everyone see my slides, especially on those online meeting? Can you give me a thumbs up? Okay, thanks for the response. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. My name is Richard, and today I will be delivering my speech. So before anything else, I know every one of you had a great and sumptuous dinner or probably break. How did you feel the Christmas? We would like to thank Bia for sponsoring the pizza. And wow, I myself had a really good nasi ayam today because I can only nasi ayam for the rest of my life probably. Okay, and this is the reason that I came tonight to deliver my speech, What Your Stomach Says. So every one of you, especially now, is coming Christmas, and we are anticipating a lot of celebrations. And one of these celebrations is, of course, Christmas. I was born Christian, and this festives and this seasons is very important for us. You know, guys, if you are in the Philippines, you can see a whole roasted pork on top of the table during celebration of Christmas, and a lot of foods every day from beginning on the 23rd until 1st of January. The family are all eating and eating and eating. I think I can correlate also. I mean, Malaysian also celebrating the same thing, especially the next month you will be celebrating the Chinese New Year for our Chinese community. And of course, 3 months after the Chinese New Year, here comes Hari Raya. Wow. And who can resist all these foods? I know, guys, you are all hungry just like me. So please tahan a little bit. And yeah, I really love to eat. until for this past 2 months, I was hospitalized. Angie knows that, and I cannot even reply to her, or even I was replying her because I was in the hospital. But due to my conditions, I cannot attend some of the meetings during our clubs. And this is why I am here tonight, to share what is the importance and for you to be aware what I went through for this past 2 months. This is me on the hospital. This was on November, and this was on December. Actually, I was discharged 2 weeks ago from the hospital. And the reason actually is this illness, eosinophilic gastritis, or what we call EG. Are you aware of this? Okay, this is very important, especially Malaysians who love to eat spicy and oily foods. And this is how I learned, and actually I get in Malaysia. I can't deny the fact that Malaysia is a food haven, capital of the world. All the kind of foods are here, and this is why I choose to stay in Malaysia. But let me tell you what is eosinophilic gastritis. Actually, this is one of the eosinophils is one of the several types of white blood cells, and that support your immune system. Okay, or this is what we call eosinophils, the white blood cells in our immune system. And eosinophilic gastritis is a chronic disease, meaning you may inherit this kind of disease from your parents or great-grandparents, or probably you can acquire also this kind of disease. On my case, I had acquired this when I was, I think, the doctor says I was around 13 years old. So chronic disease because it develops too many white blood cells called eosinophils. And what happens when you have so much eosinophils in your immune system? It builds up, causing inflammation, swelling, and damage to your colon or large intestines. So, what are the causes of this eosinophils? Probably you are allergic to certain foods, and you keep eating the same foods. And your colon, when you eat that allergens, it will irritate your large intestines. Probably you acquired infections. That's why your white blood cells tends to increase faster than your red blood cells. And it causes, or in some cases, because you are taking medications, or probably you acquire cancer that can cause eosinophils to increase in itself. So what will happen if you have too many eosinophils in your body? This is your normal colon system. This is your normal large intestines. Sorry? Okay. Okay. Yes? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. So this is the normal colons. This is your normal large intestines. As you can see, it's dilated, meaning it has a huge opening. And this is when it started acquiring eosinophils. It started reddish, and the mucus lining tends to increase a little bit. And when you got severe, or you acquired a lot of eosinophils, the colon tends to be inflamed like this and crumpled inside. And when it's too much, you can expect whitish color on your colon, plus the rays of these nodes to increase itself. So it develops inflammation in the tissue of your stomach or the gastritis or other organs. So it will lead to internal bleeding, and this is the worst part. And it can cause you death if not treated. So who is affected by eosinophilic gastritis? Actually, everyone can acquire eosinophilic gastritis. Even a newly child-born baby of all ages, but this is very rampant and this is very common among ages 13 to 15. Why? Because their immune system tends to slow down. And if you have history of allergic disorders, in my case, I started having eczema, itches, rashness, which is I thought it was just I acquired on certain surfaces, but actually it was the cause of my eosinophilic gastritis. And if you have allergic conditions like asthma, food intolerance, hay fever, runny nose, or rhinitis, skin rashes, those are indications that you are acquiring eosinophilic gastritis. So what causes eosinophilic gastritis? So as I said, these are the simple causes. So people develop EG due to abnormal immune system. You might have parasitic and fungal diseases. Probably you acquired it from your foods or because of allergic reactions. Some people tend to acquire this when they are in a state of fatigue or stress, overwork. So your immune system tends to go down and your white blood cells tend to increase, which is sometimes you might experience why I having this kind of gas or chest pain. Actually, you are developing such kind of chronic disease, which is the eosinophilic gastritis. Toxins, endocrine disorders, or probably if you have tumors that might be can affect to increase this kind of chronic disease. So what are the symptoms of this? On my case, actually, I had experienced the same thing. I was in Thailand 2 months ago and I ate this oyster. You know, Thailand out there, the oysters are wow, fantastic. And I thought it was just normal. I thought initially it was food poisoning, only to find out that I acquired this disease from the food that I ate, and it triggers more. That's why when I was hospitalized 2 weeks ago, my white blood cells were horribly high. It even up to 120% increase than the normal white blood cells of a human person. So you will experience abdominal pain, diarrhea. This is the worst because whatever you eat during that time, it will never harden. It will always be a watery kind of thing. And tell you guys, so too smelly. And you have difficulty of eating, you will start having this gas effect on your chest. You will feel in the morning, the moment you get up, you will feel over fatigue. You will feel heartburn and no energy. You start nausea, like feel dizzy, and you even start vomiting. So these symptoms I all experienced during my time when I was hospitalized. So there is no cure on this eosinophilic gastritis, medical says, but certain conditions or certain treatment, just like your elemental diet and taking proper medication will help you to recover in a long time. Sometimes, my case, I need to pantang my eat, for 6 months. I cannot eat milk, I cannot eat bread, I cannot eat nuts, a lot of things that I cannot eat. I can only eat chicken rice. And thank you for bringing chicken rice. Okay, so 6 things to be better, I mean to help you better and to survive this kind of disease that I had experienced in my life. Tell you guys, it brings me to life and death situation. And please take care of your gut. And how to take care of that? I have 3 tips. Increase your intake fiber. Fiber you can acquire from your vegetables. Yeah, eat a variety of fruits. Avoid processed food. I really like hot dogs, sorry. But now I tend to reduce. And eat fermented food, or they are called the good bacteria. Doctor said to me that even if you don't require probiotics, please take. This is to boost up your immune system and to balance the red and white blood cells. Okay? This is very important. Yesterday, I started enrolling a physical activity and I started doing gym. So hopefully it could help. And finally, eat without distractions. As Diam said, it's time to connect. Put away your cell phones so that you can connect to your friends, to your family, and most especially to your food. And that's all from me. Back to you. Toastmaster building.
It's really an informative speech for me. A lot of what I don't know. But I learned a lot of things from our Toastmaster rituals. I also agree with Kim that Malaysia have a lot of public holiday. So I love Malaysia. It's a lot of food. Anyhow, take the advice from our Toastmaster rituals that we did to be a bit on our food. So we shall move on to our next speaker who is Toastmaster Esther. She is doing Master Esther team collaboration level 2. She is doing the level 3 for level 1 successful collaboration. So may I request the Esther to unmute yourself to ask your mic?
Yes, I'm unmuted. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you click here? So as the free falling towards the goal as a perfect. Free falling towards the goal as a perfect improves.
Divide yourself into groups and work on this project together. When I heard this sentence in school, I just shudder. I absolutely hated it. I just don't like feeling that I need to depend on other people just to keep my grades up in check. To further add on, whenever I do group work, there's always last minute work, which I absolutely hate because mistakes are bound to happen. And I was a perfectionist back then, so I just want everything to be as perfect as it is before I submit it to my teacher. So this experience of group work actually reoccurred all throughout school, throughout high school, but luckily I managed to escape that in university during my degree studies. So I was safe up until I entered the workforce and also enrolled myself to my postgraduate degree. So I'm back in the group work environment, back into this world of collaboration. But I think it feels different compared to back then because of this new outlook I have towards group work, because I expose myself to an environment, to people that does it better. So let me tell you this specific experience that practically paved the way into a better collaborative experience, at least in my opinion. So towards the middle of this year, my class was actually assigned to divide ourselves into groups for this finance course. So I was very nervous because I practically don't know anyone in my class because it was online distance learning. So practically we are just have these computer barriers, and I don't even know their voices or their faces because we're all the type to just close the webcam, mute our mics also. But we still have to do this assignment as a group. So I forgot who, but an Excel spreadsheet was done and we just slotted our names inside. So the moment 4 names were hit for each group, WhatsApp group chat was created, usually by those that's more initiative. Hint, hint, it's not me. So I was joined to this WhatsApp group chat, and 2 days after the group chat was created, it was basically we're starting already because the assignment was due in 3 weeks. There's no time for games, no time to wait, no time to waste at all. But before the meeting, before the very first meeting for our group, we made it a point to read through the assignment brief and the financial analysis things that were related to the assignment. So fast forward to the online meeting itself, and let me tell you what, guys, it was the most productive 1 hour meeting I had in a group work setting, because basically what we did was we aligned everything during that first meeting itself. So we went through what we were expecting for the end result of the finance assignment to be. And we basically assigned what our roles would be in this assignment. So we divided the work efficiently, and we set deadlines for each section, just so we know what part of the section is due at which day. Because like I said, 3 weeks deadline. So this was something that was never done in my previous collaborative experience. So from this moment on, I know the importance of goal setting, and if possible, to do it at the very start and not towards the middle or towards the end, because it'll be too late. You really need to set the foundation strong from the very start, or else we'll be running around like little chickens, which is not good. So that is basically lesson number 1, and technically the very first step when you're doing any collaborative work. So we basically did continuous check-in meetings. Basically, we did it whenever a certain part of sections were due. That's when we do the check-in meetings. On average, they were done once every 3 days for 30 minutes. Very short. And I was very surprised, because back in school, whenever we had meetings relating to group projects, they were a waste of time, because they lasted almost 2 hours, and the discussions were irrelevant to what we were doing. Hardly everything we discussed made it to the project itself. So it was basically ineffective meetings and communications done during the group work scenario. So what did we do differently during this present group work? Well, it ties back to the first meeting where we did the goal setting and deadlines, but it was also the consistent communication where we always brainstorm and check in with each other whether we're going towards the goal or not of completing the assignment. So another thing that was very important that I learned during group work is accountability. It's very important to really stick with being accountable for ourselves as well as each other, because we have to understand, especially in a postgraduate setting, everyone wants to pass, no one wants to fail. So in this scenario, we really don't want to put all our eggs in the basket for the final exam. We want to do good for the assignment as well. So we made it a point to really be responsible for ourselves. And we actually communicated this quite consistently throughout, saying that we really want to pass, so it's really important that we collaborate well for this. So the project all ended. We passed, thankfully we passed, and we didn't have to depend much on the final exam to get a good grade. So basically the recipe for successful collaboration is solid goal setting, regular communication, and staying accountable for your contributions. So actually, since you're part of a team, you'll actually have people joined with you to celebrate the light at the end of the tunnel. And what a wonderful reward after practically free falling and reaping success together while you're at it. So that's my story about collaboration. Back to you. Thank you.
Thank you, our Toastmaster Esther. I agree. Collaboration is very important in our life. During my university, how the modern things, no personal assignment, always the group assignment. So collaboration is very important. go to our general value, Toastmaster.
All right. Thank you to Toastmaster of the Ini, IP level 2 Suji. So, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters and guests, so this is our last session for today, which is our third session for evaluation session, where all the speakers will get their evaluation from all the experienced evaluators for today. So, without further ado, I would like to welcome our first speech evaluator for today. Please welcome my advisor, distinguished Toastmaster Parames, to give evaluation to first speaker. Over to you. You're mute. Over to you.
Thanks, General Evaluator. You make me feel flattered already, even before I start. Now, talking about Richard and his speech. To start off with, the speech itself was a very useful speech for each and every one of us, not just necessarily the members who are listening to Richard's speech, but every one of us must know that we ought to look after our stomach. And Richard taught us a thing or two about how we should take care of our stomach. Now, Richard had many slides that he showed. Unfortunately, from my end, the slides looked a bit blurred, like as if he had blurred the background, and I couldn't read the slide. But that is not my comment on the speech. The number of slides that Richard had showed that he has done a lot of research. It is not easy to research on any topic and be able to provide the slides for members to read. But Richard did an excellent job by producing quite a number of slides. And every time I saw him change the slide, I thought, wow, that's another slide, that's another slide. So it went on speaking with quite a number of slides. What I would have loved to see or to listen from Richard would have been for him not to be speaking or delivering his speech to the slide, but to the audience. Because Richard kept turning around, looking at his slide, rather than paying more attention to the audience. The other thing that I would have loved would have been for the title, what your stomach says. What is your stomach say? I really do not know whether you meant what does your stomach say or what is, stop, your stomach say. Meaning that your stomach says something. So you are asking us, what is your stomach say? Or whether it was a grammatical mistake, it should have been, what does your stomach say, rather than say. Now, if Richard can incorporate those little comments that I have given, I'm sure he will very soon be able to move up and complete his project in Parkway. Over to you, General Evaluator.
All right, thank you to distinguished Toastmaster Parames for the evaluation to first speaker. So all in all, distinguished Toastmaster Parames, what I like about your evaluation just now. First, you motivate the speakers, what they like about the speech, and also you thanks the Richard effort to prepare the slide, and also give the room of improvement. And you also show us what's the leading with examples. You give examples to Richard and so on, what to want him to improve on the next speech. And for Richard, that's how Toastmaster is. We learn from mistakes. That's how we learn to improve ourselves. Because evaluation is breakfast for champions, it's also dinner, and also it's also everything that you eat. That's evaluation session. And that's all for Distinguished Toastmaster Paramas. Second, I would like to welcome my area director from C. I don't remember which C that she become area director, but please welcome Dynamic Leadership 5, Presentation Mastery Level 5, Hyuchi, to give evaluation to second speaker. Over to you, Hyuchi.
Thank you very much to our Toastmaster Esther for sharing with us her personal story as a perfectionist and how she successfully collaborated with her friends and successfully finished the project. It gives me the reminiscence of those university days that we were doing group projects together. And what I love about her speech is she gave us a very clear background of herself on how she conducted work. She was a perfectionist and she wants perfection only submit work. Now comes the challenge whereby she needs to work with other people. And how does she does that? And she set a clear foundation for all of us to understand her better and set a good trajectory for her speech. And furthermore, I love about how crystal clear about the learning process in this successful collaboration. They had learned how to conduct a productive meeting, a very fruitful one whereby there were regular communications in between to clear the doubts so that her project is successful. And of course, to be accountable to each other and of course to herself as well. Moreover, she also learns to be responsible because all of them want to graduate together, isn't it? And how can she make her speech as successful as a successful collaboration? Here are the 2 tips I would like to share. Same for speech delivery of encouraging our Toastmaster Esther to focus on her body posture. As you can see, when we speak, our body's posture speaks a better volume. When you stand up straight or when you sit down, sit with your back straight instead of shielding lying down because your voice project differently when you stood up right, sit up straight. Addition, for your body language Toastmaster Esther, I would suggest you can move a bit behind, adjust your camera a bit so that your hand gestures can be seen clearly. You have shown clear hand gestures such as 3, 2, but most of the time, the hand gestures was a bit behind the screen, so you can't really see clearly what are you trying to deliver through your hand gestures. And on top of that, for the vocal variety and facial expression, I like to emphasize that make it congruent to your speech. For example, when you mentioned, oh, flow into your face, I was into your speech. And on top of that, I would like to challenge Toastmaster Esther on the details of that. Their strengths in your team. Certain sessions of discussions and what are they shared with us so that we can hear a picture of what problems we're going through, what are the conflicts in there, and how do you overcome it so that your project is successful. It seems to me that it is quite easy for you, just that having a few discussions, then suddenly your project's already concluded. I believe it is not that easy. So share us with the details. So Toastmasters Esther for sharing yourself a good background that set a foundation for us to understand you better. You have clearly listed out your clear learning objectives of this successful collaboration. Challenge Toastmaster Esther for speech delivery, your body posture, your body language, your vocal variety, facial expression, and for share with us more details that I believe your successful collaboration would make you a successful employee at work as well. Back to our general evaluator, Arif.
Thank you to speech related to TL5 PL5 UG. So before we continue to our next role player reports, I would like to ask for the vote for best evaluator. I received the message. So can we have vote for best evaluator?
Actually, we got best speaker first, followed
Okay. So we shall vote for the best speaker and also best evaluator. Thank you.
Okay. Now I think we try to do another evaluation.
All right, thank you. So before I invite the next role player to give the report, I would like to comment something on the speech related to Hyuji. So Hyuji, what I like about your evaluation, first, you are very engaged with the speakers itself, where you put yourself in the speaker's shoes, where you relate with your university life and so on, where we work as a students to achieve the goal for the project. And second, what I like about your evaluation just now, eye contact with online and physical audience. This is very what we call as it's very difficult. And with experience, you manage to do it very well and smooth. And last but not least, you're very detail oriented because you can point out all the Esther points on the speech. And also, if I put myself on the Esther's shoes, I feel that I learned a lot of it from your evaluation. Right. Next, I would like to welcome our first role player to give the report. Please welcome our language evaluator, Toastmaster Nicholas Chi, to give the report. So over to you.
Okay, let me unmute myself and share my screen on the. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Blue. Okay, can I start? Hello?
Can.
Okay. Okay, I'm back with the report. So for the report of today, the word of holiday, even though it's simple, I think not many people are using the words holiday. So from here, we can see Banu actually using 2 times for the word of holiday, Beyond 1 time, and Commons 2 times. That's the words that I can capture from throughout the speech. Then for the mispronounced words, actually there will be only 2. One would be stipulated, is actually stipulated. And actually we can replace the phrase, the sentence, like feeling girly a bit into feeling irritated. So that's another word of replacement for this replacement. As for good sentence, formal from Yihao. This is a very new terms for me. So I Google a bit what is formal. So it's a fear of missing out. Okay, that's good. Is that something new for us to learn? For some of us to learn. And for Paramesh, she did use the word different hemisphere, which is good. Cameron, he used the word ambient, sad feeling, they put it sad ambient. And then Tylun, my 2 cents. And Arif, if you are in my shoe, I put in my shoes. Okay, that's the good phrase or sentence that been used throughout this meeting. Okay, that's all for my meeting, for my report.
All right,
Stop sharing.
Oh, finish.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Nicholas. So, short, sweet, and also informative. Because as I can see, most of the grammarian they always speak what the good structures, room of improvement for words, and so on. So when I see your report just now, you have the the Google Docs. I feel that, or I learned a lot of things instead of speaking. So because we learn something by listening and also seeing. So that's a good way to give grammar report. Thank you, Nicholas. Next, I would like to welcome our second role player. Please welcome our content for today, Toastmaster Voice Lee, to give your report.
This is my article report for young people with any art counter here. Bandung, we have 5. The most frequent one is so. How we have 4. The most frequent use is art. Paramis, we didn't use any art counter, so congratulations to you. Then to Winky, we didn't use any art counter filler. Common, we have 1, which is art. Monchan, you also only have 1 art. Thailand, we have 10. The most frequently used one is art. Today you have 0 art counter use. Today you have 6. The most commonly used is so. Then we have 9. The commonly used is art. And Esther, we have 13. The most commonly used word is so. That's all from me. Thank you.
All right, thank you to our counter, short, sweet, and also fast. So thank you. Next, I would like to invite our last role player for today. Please welcome our timer, Toastmaster Azrin Farhan, to give your time report. Over to you, Farhan.
Okay, thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Arif.
Not yet, not DTM yet.
Oh, sorry. Okay, GE, sorry. Okay, hello everyone. This is my report for the timer. Okay, meeting started at we scheduled at 7:30, and yes, the actual time is 7:30 sharp. And when we have a break on the 8:27, we resume back at 8:38. Okay, for the role player, we have the first one is the president address. Biang, 5 minutes allocated, and she took 4 minutes and 20 seconds. And Suji, overall, through this meeting, she took about 20 minutes. Yongshan, she took 23.11 minutes. Tailun took 7.35 minutes. And Nicholas, he took 1.39 minutes. And then other three still not yet. Okay, we go to next for the table topic speaker. The allocated time for all the speaker is 2 minutes, and we have first speaker is Biang. She took 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Second one is Banu. She took 1 minute and 37 seconds. And then next Yihao, 2 minutes and 12 seconds. Next Paramesh, 1 minute and 45 seconds. Puichi, 2 minutes in 11 seconds. And lastly, Carmen, 52 seconds. So, and for prepared speaker, we have Richard here. Allocated time is 7 minutes, and he took 12 minutes and 11 seconds. And lastly, for our prepared speaker is Esther, and she took 7 minutes and 54 seconds. For the evaluator, we have here is 2, Paramesh and also Fuichi. Both of them took about 3 minutes. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Farhan, for your report. So even though you have some disturb from behind, as I can see, I can hear someone behind you, but you feel so composed and give the report short and simple. And all in all, I believe this is my evaluation, right? Okay, so my general evaluation for Klang Bilingual Toastmasters Club, first of all, I would like to thank Angie for inviting me as general moderator, even though this is second time. I reject her for first time because I have something to do. And thank you for inviting and remind me back. And what I like about Klang Bilingual Toastmasters Club, first thing that I noticed is the camera position. So as the online audience, I can see cameras three cameras. So we can see a lot of things happen in one time. And also it's like a TV show. So we can see everyone from different perspective and it made me and it makes me enjoy so much. Second is the agenda. It is very detailed and compact, and I did get the agenda before the meeting, which is good things because most of the time they done it last minute. So that's a good note for Klang Bilingual Toastmasters Club. And third thing that I saw just now that catches my eyes is the member current pathway progress. Because it's been introduced at the beginning of the session, so it will remind of all of the speakers. Oh, this is my level. I need to complete before at the end of. It's up to the speakers. Either they want to finish on 3 months, 6 months, or before the end of the term. Okay, so they have time to planning to complete their pathways. And next is I like about the online form, as I can see before. It is updated and it is easier for new generation to fill it up, and also at the end of the day just upload on the Google Drive and so on. So that's a good thing. It is update with the current situation and just a slight room of improvement to Klang Bilingual. And I agree with Distinguished Toastmaster Parames at the first place, because the slide is a bit blur to online audience for me because I cannot see the introduction of Toastmaster history. But all in all, the Toastmaster even give a lot of good point on the beginning of the speech where she told about Toastmaster histories, where is Klang Bilingual located in District 102, and also what Toastmaster mission pathway member progress, and it was so smooth and the slide was straight. And the second thing is that I like to improve on still on the slides. So my suggestion is to have separate multimedia master to share the slide to the online audience. So online audience can see what exactly as the physical audience itself. So all in all, Klang Bilingual Toastmasters Club, you give me a lot of things to keep to my club to improve myself, and I like about it so much. And thank you for inviting me. And have a nice and long holiday, because we have Christmas, we have New Year, we will continue with Chinese New Year, and you need to plan your holiday by yourself lah. You want to holiday for a long time or not? It's up to you. Not my fault. So, thank you. Over to you, President, for closing speech. Thank you. Mute.
I think it's muted.
I think so.
Thank you very much to our general moderator for coming to our meeting today. Thank you very much for your insightful feedback to KBTC. We will definitely review your feedback and apply it to our club and bring our club to the next level. And now, we are now in the most exciting sessions. This is the award presentation sessions. Let's see who is the best table topic speaker. Who would like to guess who is our best table topic speaker? All right. Thank you.
Who want to guess?
Farhan, can you take a picture?
This is
Okay.
Want to look here? Look here. Okay. Okay.
Alright, okay, thank you. Now, let's move on to the next award. We have the best literary speech. Those who now, let's move on to the best evaluation. Our best evaluation. Now present the certificate of appreciation to our general evaluator. Let us invite our general evaluator, Arif. Come on the screen, and Farhan, could you please help to take photo?
Hold on, wait.
Farhan, say 3, 2, 1, when you are ready.
I don't think that we have any suitable spot.
And you can spotlight.
Yes. Are you the food? Only the face can spot.
Yeah. Master.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
So move on to my closing speech. Firstly, I would like to thank our general evaluator for today, Ari, all the way from Kuantan Toastmasters Club. Thank you very much for spending your time with us today. Thank you for your valuable feedback to our club to help us to learn and grow. And next, I would like to also thanks to all our role players for today, especially our external role players. We have today distinguished Toastmaster Ramesh, Arif, and Sujay, all the external role players and KBTC role players. You all have done a very good job. Without all the role players, this meeting will not happen successfully. And everyone here, we will not get the chance to learn and improve ourselves. And next, there are a few announcements that I would like to make today is our KBTC next meeting will be on 4th of January. And the same thing, we will be doing hybrid meeting. So we hope to see everyone again in our next meeting. And another event we have is our Area C5 dinner. Area C5, there are a total of 3 clubs. For those who do not know, especially our new members, one of the club is KBTC, our club, and another 2 club is Top Club Toastmasters Club and Elite Advanced Toastmasters Club. And we have this dinner for those who love networking. It's an event that you must not miss. You will get to know members from other clubs, and you can also get the chance to learn from the members from other clubs as well. So the dinner will be on the 6th of January. It's a Friday night. So we will invite everyone here to come and let's have fun on Friday night. And the venue of this dinner will be at and Waters. Right, and next we will have our district 102 annual conference next year in May. So there are a lot of time for everyone to plan for this annual conference on 5 to 7, 3 days. So this is the conference where we will have educational program. There are gala dinner, and you will also get the chance to witness district, international speech and table topics next. So I hope everyone here, especially KBC members and guests, are welcome to join. You will be able to, I hope you can grab the super early bird that it will be finished by end of this month. And I hope you will grab the ticket and we can go to this annual conference together. And for those who are interested, you may let me know. I will help you to register and we can arrange with other people, with our members, that we can share the account rules together where we have a lot of members. Yeah, with that, thank you everyone. I shall now announce our meeting today is urgent, and for our members at the physical meeting place, we still have our gift exchange sessions, and see you again in our next meeting. Thank you.
Thank you for coming. Thanks, Barney. Thank you.
What do you see? Again, for music or something. Music. Last time the one who
To you.
feel the appetite a bit strong. Thank you. Hey,